What's up, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Money. I want to take another look at Dogelon Mars. That's a coin that I started covering, a couple months ago when it popped onto the scene on some of the major exchanges like Crypto.com, and it made a gigantic run-up. And if you guys aren't familiar with this coin, if this is the first time you're hearing about it from me, or if you've seen this before, just a quick recap. This was a coin that was launched, and it had, 6 or 7 zeros. I'm looking right now on coinmarketcap.com. And as it got listed on these exchanges, it went up in value by about 2,000%, which is, nothing to sneeze at, in late October, early November. And as of now, if you look back at a 3-month chart, even with the recent decline in the price, which a lot of the crypto market has done, it's still up 1,648% in the last 3 months. Now, in the last 1 month, it's been down 28.5%, and really even in the last week, you're looking at 2.6% down. So it's kind of been going down along with the rest of the crypto market. Now, the entire crypto market, from Bitcoin to Ethereum to Shiba Inu token to pretty much anything, Cardano, Dogelon Mars, the entire market has been in a recessive cycle right now. It's just the entire market's going down. I personally think that the entire crypto market is sort of in a death spiral right now, where just every day it just keeps going down, and until there is some sort of bottoming of it, until there's some sort of news item, or until we just get probably past the holidays and into the new year, we're probably not going to see a lot of price movement with really any of the cryptocurrency projects out there. But for the Dogelon Mars token, after it popped up like this, a lot of people bought into it. A lot of people got into this for the first time when it popped onto the Crypto.com accounts. That's what I did. That's the first time I saw it. I did a little bit of research into it. It has very similar tokenomics to the Shiba Inu token, which I was already heavily invested in. I shouldn't say heavily, but I bought a lot of tokens. Made several videos on it. Made some crypto bets on that, and it turned out well in my favor. So I threw some money into this. And like a lot of other folks, I've just seen it go down, 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 down since then. And there's a lot of potential with this coin, being that it has very similar tokenomics to the Shiba Inu token, as far as how many tokens are out there, the way that they did the stuff with Vitalik. Now, he ended up, instead of burning those, he sent them to the Methuselah Foundation, which is working on space travel and extending human life and making new organs in space. That's a little bit different than Shiba Inu token, where he just went ahead and burned them. But going forward, what is going to drive the price of this token up? And you're gonna have to deal with me today. I have a cold or something. I don't think it's COVID. I can still smell and taste things, but I'm just gonna be clearing my throat and pausing for a second, just because I'm filled with snot from head to toe. But for this token, for it to go up in value, there has to be some sort of roadmap, some sort of direction. Someone's got to take the wheel on this thing and tell us where it is going. This is again sort of similar to the beginning of the Shiba Inu token project, where there was not a lot of direction where it was going, but there was at least what they called a white paper. They called it the wolf paper. Now, the Dogelon Mars does not have an officially published white paper, and I think that is really going to it's not going to be good for its price value. It's not going to be good for the amount of people coming into it, because no one can go in there and say, if you're a drive-by investor, if you're a retail investor, or even if you're an institutional investor or whatever, you want to be able to quickly look at something and say, yeah, there's some people working on this. There's something behind this, because this is still an early project, but you have to have some sort of roadmap to know where it is going in the future. And I've heard on subreddits and Twitter that if you go into the Methuselah project and they can tell you what's going on with it. That doesn't work. You need to be able to go to the website. You need to be able to type in Dogelon Mars in Google. You need to go in there. You need to see some sort of roadmap that says where it's going. And it doesn't even have to be all that comprehensive. The Shiba Inu project, when they were working on theirs, they had the Wolf Paper 1.0, they had the Wolf Paper 2.0. The 1.0 was a very brief description about what was going on, and the biggest thing is that they basically said, listen, we have this new token, here's where we put all the coins, and our goal is to outpace the price of outpace Dogecoin without ever reaching 1 cent. So there you have their goals. They want to have more value on a percentage basis than Dogecoin without ever reaching the 1 cent mark, which is another thing that a lot of people never really wrap their head around. And that was at least somewhere to go. They also said that they were going to do the Shiba swap very early on. They said they were going to release the Bone and Leash tokens that would be integrated within the Shiba swap and the rewards for staking your Shiba Inu tokens, et cetera, et cetera. Those are things that people were able to look at with the Shiba Inu token and say, this is what's going on with it. This is where it's going to go. This is why you should invest. This is, you know, the things that we're going to do in order to increase the value of this token, to increase the utility of this token, to have something for people to hang their hats on, for them to put their money into. And when I go to the Dogelon Mars website, although it's aesthetically pleasing, it works well, it's just it doesn't tell me hardly anything about what's going on with this token. And I don't, and you know, you can say, well, go to the Methuselah site, go to this, and again, you have to be able to get this information right here if you want this to grow, if you want this project to grow in holders, in value, in everything. And what they do tell you is where you can buy it, and they do a pretty good job right off the bat. And Shiba Inu token was not very good about that. They didn't tell you where to really buy it. If you scroll all the way down to the end of the website, they tell you exactly how to do it. The quick start guide. You know, create the MetaMask, send your Ethereum to your wallet, connect your wallet, and swap it for Elon for Dogelon Mars. Very easy. They tell you where to get it. They tell you how to do it. The thing that they don't tell you is why you should do it. And you know, the reason that I'm into this is basically just because it's an early coin. It has very similar things to Shiba Inu token. If it blows up by 1,000%, by 2,000%, by 10,000%, the little bit amount of money that I have into it will make a tremendous amount of return. Now, I don't expect this to be to be life-changing amounts of money, but it's just a fun thing to play in, and I think that there's a lot of return on it. Now, they have these comics and stuff here, and apparently that tells part of the story about where they think that this is going to go. You know, there's some speculation that this is their white paper about how it's, you know, it's going to go in the future. Doesn't matter. There has to be something written down. There has to be some sort of thing that the majority of people out there, if you want millions of people to get into your token, to invest, to put their money into it, go out on a limb on a new token that's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum, it's not proven. I mean, it's not even Shiba Inu token or anything. Because what is going to end up happening with this is if there is not some sort of direction, some sort of development, this is just going to end up like Dogecoin. And yes, there might be a giant spike like there was with Dogecoin when Elon Musk was pumping the living daylights out of it. But Dogecoin is essentially a project with nobody at the helm. There's nothing going on with it. There's no roadmap. And as you guys saw with Dogecoin, it went way up when Elon Musk was pumping it. You know, almost up to $1, and it has now fallen down below the 20-cent mark. And it doesn't seem like there's really any sort of catalyst that is going to push that back up. I can see the same exact thing happening with Dogelon Mars if something doesn't come out, if there's not some sort of roadmap that comes out for the future. And you know, now you don't necessarily have to do everything either. You don't have to do a decentralized exchange. You don't have to do NFTs. You don't have to do a metaverse. You don't have to do any of that. But you have to tell people where this coin is going, why people should buy it. Why you know, if I say to anyone, you should go put your money into Dogelon Mars, I cannot, and if they say, why? I'm like, because it might blow up. It may go up in value over time. But if I go and tell people that they should invest in the Shiba Inu token, especially back in the day, I could tell them, listen, the Shiba swap is going to come out, and then they said they're going to do NFTs. Those are going to provide some value and do some, you know, and can burn some tokens. They're looking at doing play to earn games. They're looking at doing the metaverse. They're looking at launching their own blockchain to avoid the high gas fees of Ethereum. And so those are reasons I can say to people, this is why this coin is going to be worth more in the future. Right now, there is very little that I can hang my hat on to say that this is going to go up, other than, you know, just because. And it's the same. That's the same way that I feel about Dogecoin. If anyone says that it's going to go up in value, it's hard for me to say why, other than, you know, because maybe Elon Elon Musk will accept it for Teslas or something like that. There is not even anything like that with Dogelon Mars. And so the takeaway from this is that if we want Dogelon Mars to go up in value over time without just following the rest of the cryptocurrency market, up and down as it goes, there has to be some sort of roadmap published. There has to be some sort of white paper. There has to be something put down in stone, in writing, that the regular drive-by retail investor can look at and have confidence to put their money into this token. Guys, if you like this video, if you got some value out of it, hit that thumbs up button for me. If this is your first time coming here to this channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We do all types of things in personal finance, including investing in crypto, investing in stocks, investing in real estate, and anything that is going to be able to get you out of the rat race and get you some financial freedom. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.